everyone, welcome in. If you're new here, please come in, take a seat. Sorry I didn't give you a vlog last week. I have no excuse other than, yeah, not really an excuse in the bag. But we're here. I'm giving you a vlog this week. Today we are going out. I'm gonna go see Steph. You guys know Steph, you've seen her before. We're gonna go to the National Gallery, and then this evening we're gonna go to an event at Flannels on Oxford Street, which is with Off-White and a few London artists, I believe. I don't know, TBC. And it should be fun. It should be a fun evening, and then I'm doing some more interesting things I think over the next few days. You'll see. Let's get into the vlog.
Listen, look, if I was a kid, would I look at my older self like you've come for you? Or would I look at myself like, why you so cold now, Joe, who are you? When I was a kid, I used to bump Criminal and Dizzy and Devlin. Now I'm fixed up and I look way sharper and I'm just busy investing. When I was young, I'm still young, but my soul is older. Everyday death gets...
Gallery exhibition over. What's the verdict? Steph has way more backing to make comments on the art. I think they're all cute. 11 out of 10. I think everyone's very talented. 10 out of 10. Yep. I think everyone did a great job. And we're going to our exhibition at Flannels tonight, right? Yes. Is it with Off-White or is it like...
I think it's like a partnership.
Partnership, okay. And what, he's painted stuff for them?
He has.
Oh.
Some t-shirts,
This is the toilet. Just came out of the National Gallery and now we're contemplating food. Originally Steph said she wanted to go to Flatiron, and Steph is also fasting. So this has to be a good meal to break the fast, right? Can't be disappointed.
Yes.
But now she's like saying that we should go to Chinatown. She said there's one spot in Chinatown which is good. I've never actually eaten at a dinner spot in Chinatown, so new to me. So I'm letting her guide the way, part the sea, light up the path. We're in Chinatown now. Steph is showing me the menu for Golden Dragon. She's saying this is the spot. I'm down, I'm being open. Let's go. Food review time. We're just waiting for Steph to break. Nearly forgot her name for a sec. Steph to break her fast. The lady came and cut up the duck for us. Yeah, she did it really well. Look at that. Upstairs.
Yeah, about his family.
Is it bad that as soon as I finish my dinner, I straight think about dessert? Steph and I, we had dinner. It was good. The only thing is they didn't have dumplings, which was kind of one of the main reasons we went. However, it was still good. We ordered the duck wrap. I love duck wraps with the cucumber and the spring onions. And then we got beef flat noodles. But it was delish. And then I just got a cake from the Chinatown bakery. And now, of course, we're getting bubble tea. I feel like my vlogs literally hold me accountable with my bubble tea, and it's actually so bad. I'm limiting myself to one a week. No promises actually now in the summer.
I probably got so much cookie in my teeth.
You see the 4 best crews in the game, I'm in them. If you don't like me, do something then. 10 minute screw faces, I ain't in them. I want paper, dibby wages, I ain't in them. My crew put £520 notes in.
Event is done now at Flannels. It was actually really fun. Are you vlogging? I am. Do you want to say hi? Hi. Made some new friends. And we're just seeing, is this going to be your board? We're just literally in the middle of Oxford Street. Where?
Screen, look, that's me.
Which one?
Well, that's Georgia, but next to her is me. There.
She literally has just let us into the store even though they're closed. Yeah! Alessia! Good morning, everyone. I'm actually doing something kind of exciting this morning. So, depending on how long you followed me for, when I left school, I used to curate vintage, right? Or secondhand, like I would go and buy stuff, sell it on, and I used to do pop-ups. if you weren't around. Maybe if I can find some footage, I'll like insert it in here when I used to do pop-ups. So let's go.
The weather cold, the weather so chill, chilly, willy, penguin feathered road. Cause I'm sipping pro, yeah, that meth is promethazine, yeah, stepping stone. Oh, they acting up, get your weapons wrong. They only killing time, another second gone. I heard your man at home, now you melatonin, but you acting young, and you hella grown.
But yeah, and then now, because I'm kind of like, because I'm working freelance, I still do it, and I basically do it as much as like I have the time to do so. I met a guy the other day who I've known for a while, and I'm gonna go to his wholesaler. Like, he has a vintage wholesaler where he imports loads of secondhand and vintage stuff, and today I'm specifically looking at leather jackets. And then I will like buy a bunch and then clean them up and whatever, make sure everything's working, everything looks good, and then obviously sell them on. So that is what we're doing today, which is a little bit more exciting. I'm gonna go to the vintage wholesaler. It's in Tottenham, which is in north, so it's about an hour away. Joelle is gonna come with me to help me, just because it will probably be like quite heavy and stuff like that. I don't really know what to expect. I haven't been to this wholesaler before, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let's go.
Bad 'em up once. If you wanna come and take man for a dunce. I've been on the grind for 100 months and I ain't stopped doing music not once. Bad 'em up once. If you wanna come and take man for a dunce. I've been on the grind for 100 months and I ain't stopped doing music not once. See, the bars I write, they're like scriptures. I'm famous and everybody takes pictures. I had faith since decks and mixers, and you're a non-believer, so I can't see you in the distance. Picture the game as a horror selfie, like the way better know T business. James my witness, I'm a musician, ask Skepta. Three of us talk, then we make a decision. You know me, I got good vision. Rude boy, listen. Don't fuck about that, we a rude boy missing. When the goons start fishing, I'm an Elohim kid, I got the hood snakes hissing. Me, the shot that you couldn't really see, made the dream come true. After years of wishing, after years of dissing, after years of swinging. Still did the crime and war, no, because everything seems cloudy. I've never been robbed in a game cause I'm rowdy. Carry on, I will take a hammer to your Audi. I'm like a soldier from Saudi, you're not bad round. Wanna see you try and hound me. This next week and you still ain't found me. The phone starts stringing when I drive through boundary. And where's people, we ain't inbound.
Wholesaler is done. I picked up some really nice jackets, so I'm actually super excited because genuinely really good. They're all genuine. I don't buy any that aren't genuine leather. No polyester. I mean, the linings might be polyester. I'm probably gonna like clean those up over the weekend and polish them, things like that. I'm at the studio. I need to help Joelle out with a few things at the studio. I really want to fit in the gym if possible. It's so sunny, I feel very tired. A nap is calling me, but I don't think we have time for a nap. And then this evening, I'm going to a dinner. So when I did this Nike project a few years ago. I'll see if I can insert some images. And it was a massive production, like really big, probably one of the bigger projects that I've like been on. And the lady that produced it, who worked for Shoot Europe, or she's freelancing, she's a really big producer. She's that girl, like she's amazing. I got coffee with a few months ago and I would love to work with her. She just opened a separate creative agency basically, where she is producing freelance and someone who like I would hope to work with in the future or work under. But she's invited me around for dinner, so she's having a dinner party this evening. It's apparently Japanese, kind of like tapas themed. I don't know if you'd call them tapas, but you know, like not picky bits. Japanese plates, but like small plates, that's the correct word, small plates. I've ordered some brownies and we're gonna get some flowers later. Joel's coming too. So I feel like I'm really adulting. Like, I don't feel like I've yet been invited to a dinner party, which is fun. This is us. Look at us. Gee. It's now literally nearly 1 AM and we are going home. The dinner party was lovely, very cute, very fun. They did like a Japanese style situation of food. Are you taking mirror selfies without me? So yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning everyone, it's now Tuesday. I didn't really vlog over the weekend, but we're going to a showroom this morning. Let me get moving. I'm going to this AVX showroom because AVX have like rebranded. I got on the bus but there was so much traffic I ended up getting a Lion bike. But yeah, going to this AVX showroom and then I'm going to have a little bit of a wander. Then I'm going to go back home and do work this afternoon. So that's the plan. The AVX Event showroom, and now I'm in a restaurant in Chinatown trying dumplings, so we'll see how it is. Hey everyone, it's a while later now. I thought I'd quickly just show you the bits that I got from the AVX. I'm actually wearing the tracksuit because I just tried it on, which is cute. It's just very like airport fit, everyday. Like, and then they also gave me a bomber jacket, which I'm very happy with because I wear bomber jackets all the time. They gave me this black one, which I'm very happy with. It's nice. Like, I just feel like throwing a bomber on with a hoodie is just for me ultimate comfort, but I still feel cool. I came home to an email from Coach. Coach said, hey, well, we want to send you some stuff today. Literally opened the email, like an hour later someone was at my door delivering stuff. Like, what? How insane. I've never got a gifting from Coach before and I've wanted to work with them. Obviously this isn't work, this is gifting, but yeah, I am very happy. Look at the bag they gave me, which is honestly great because I don't have like a black, no, I do have a black going out bag, but this is more like roomy and I'll definitely be able to fit my camera in here and my phone and everything comfortably, and it's so cute. It's giving very much like city bag. So I'm actually excited to like wear this in, maybe find some charms to put on it as well. And then they also gave me some shoes. This is the vibe and they're white. So I'm like, for summer, these will definitely get worn. They're very simple. They're gonna go with everything. So I'm very content with that. And then also, Kids Super and Puma did a collab and gifted me a bunch of stuff, which is just amazing. Kids Super is, if you don't know it, it's based in New York. Such a fun, vibrant, just like if a child kind of made a clothing brand, I feel like that is how it would be expressed. So full of colour and life and just so playful. And they did these shoes. I need to figure out how I'm going to style them. I actually love the colour. The sole is like not something I'd usually wear in the silhouette, but I do really like the colour and I think they're fun. I think with a skirt as well they would look really cute in the summertime. Today it was great. The AVX showroom was lovely. Had a wander around. I'm going to do some work now this afternoon, so I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Hey everyone, how are we doing? I'm just updating you guys. Well, not updating you, it's a brand new day now. It's now Friday afternoon and I'm just going to see a friend. Last night we went to this event, which was okay. Maybe I'll tell you more about that later. The tea, no, there's no tea, but just the backstory. But yeah, I'm gonna go see a friend now. We're going to Notting Hill to have a stroll around and catch up, so yeah. Marika's here with me.
Hey guys.
We had a Nando's. Marika and I haven't seen each other in... When was the last?
July?
Since I left my job in July. She has now left also the same place we were working at, so we're just having a catch up and talking about creative endeavours. Marika sings as well.
Yes. Check out a new song on YouTube.
He's sings as well.
He sings as well, clearly, literally.
But yeah, we're just having a stroll down Portobello. Marika also shares my love for Portobello. We're both obsessed
We're
with this
both
place.
West London girls at heart. I didn't grow up in West London. I grew up in Northwest, but West London girl at heart.
London at heart. I love this place. So we're just having a stroll down now. And it's just such a cute place to have a stroll. Have you seen the Notting Hill movie? Okay, because
I watched that literally like a month ago. I am obsessed with that movie.
Because they put it on Netflix.
I would watch Notting Hill every single day.
Loved it. Oh my goodness. And like, you know, in the little park at the end.
To be fair, any old school Julia Roberts film, I can watch.
Pretty Woman, I need to rewatch that.
Yeah, I couldn't watch a good Julia Roberts.
Love that film. But yeah, guys, we're just having a stroll. We're gonna probably go find a drink. What are you feeling?
I want something like kind of fresh.
Fresh, or like fresh juice, or like bubble tea.
I'm not a bubble tea girl. I can't lie. I'm sorry, I know. You're a bubble tea girl. I'm not a bubble tea girl. Maybe like a lemonade or something.
Okay.
Like, something like
Girl,
that.
you know the raspberry lemonade from M&S is actually really good. You need to try that.
I know, actually. Do you know what? I was thinking of getting the actual lemonade, but I was like, I want to try something whilst I'm out because I can get that any day.
I hear it. Something new. So that's what we're gonna do, guys.
Oh, they're not in your
I'll catch you in a sec. What did you get? We walked down. Marika got, no, I was about to say puff. What do you call it?
Banana buttons.
Banana buttons.
They're Malaysian banana buttons.
And there was actually £3-4.50 in this economy. That's amazing.
Didn't you?
And now we're just looking to see what houses we'd want in Notting Hill. We're just picking them out.
Just picking out where I'm
Yeah.
gonna move.
Yeah, we won't disclose the budget. Hello everyone. I feel like we're actually in proper need of a catch up because I feel like I've been running around a little bit this week and I haven't really given you like a formal introduction or formal talking to. So let's talk, let's catch up. Last night I was telling you we went to a G-Shock event where Central C was performing. I was gonna film, but then there wasn't really much to film and it just reminded me why I like just shouldn't leave my house. I'm joking, but I think sometimes it's just these events aren't really always worth going to. Does anyone want a Percy pig? Do you want a Percy pig? You want one? Cool. Very tasty. G-Shock event. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I stopped listening to a lot of, how would I say, a lot of provocative music, explicit music that is just doesn't really sit right with my soul anymore. Don't get me wrong, I'm far from perfect. We're working on it, but like most of the time now I try to listen to music that sits well with me, that sits right with my soul, and that's not always that. So there was quite a lot of like provocative music, you know, sexy red, that kind of vibe, and that's just not really me anymore. And then Central C came out and performed for about 5 minutes, and it's kind of weird because I felt like everyone just had their phones out but no one actually really knew the lyrics. I'm like, how must that feel as an artist? But then I guess like sometimes people don't show you love in your own city because of like maybe you go to other places and you're more admired. I'm not sure, but that was kind of interesting. And so that was last night. That was G-Shock. It was okay, nothing exciting. And then today, obviously I went to see my friend Marika. We had a good catch up. We both used to work at the same brand. So we had a good catch up and she's now left as well and she's pursuing her music and doing other creative endeavors, and yeah, it was good to talk to her. And then the rest of the week, guys, I've been fighting a case to get paid from something that I did a while back. And let's actually talk about this because I want to actually be transparent, and maybe some of you want to be content creators or work in the creative industry. When you're a content creator, you're technically freelance. So if you get to the point where you can now get jobs or sponsorships or people reach out to you, you're freelance. So what usually happens is you make an agreement, you sign a contract. There's usually 30-day payment terms. Sometimes it's 45, sometimes it could be 90. You send your invoice off and then they're supposed to pay at the end of the payment terms. Do they pay? No, very rarely do people pay on time. And I'm not a woman who plays about my money. And I genuinely feel, my boyfriend was like, do you feel like you'd still be like this if you had loads of money? And I feel like, yeah, I would, because it's always been the goddamn principle. I think it's the principle. And people in this industry, if you want to get into the creative industry, they don't tend to pay on time. And I really feel like we need like some sort of creative union, because it's bad, it's poor, and it's very poor that it is also the norm. When it's like we've signed a contract. So imagine if a brand wanted content from me and they're like, yeah, we want content on the 5th, And then I'm like, okay, cool, well, I'll get it to you by the 29th. Like, that would never run, right? But in this industry, it's like, oh yeah, your due payment on the 16th, cool, yeah, you're not going to get it till next month. Excuse me? Like, that doesn't run well with me. So I've been fighting a case this week in terms of getting paid for something, and that's been a whole kerfuffle. This is also another reason why I just couldn't, I would find it very, very difficult to have one stream of income. And I think that goes with a lot of things as well, because the same with a job, you can be made redundant, things can fall through, and I think that's one thing that I've struggled with. Even working freelance, even working as a freelancer in this industry, you still may not get paid on time. And like, if you have bills to pay, you have a car to pay for, you have a house to pay for, a mortgage, whatever it is, and it can be difficult. And it's one of the reasons I've even considered, like, I've kind of started to look for jobs. Oh my god, full-time job. Not the fear, but to me, I'm like, I've always done something that's like either entrepreneurial or freelance, and I've never worked like a full-time job. I worked a part-time job, but I've never worked a full-time job. So, but I've thought about it. It's come across my mind recently. Also, there's different types. Let me explain to you. So you can work freelance. Freelance means anyone can hire you, and you work on a freelance basis. You may work on a project for 2 weeks, and then you may not work. Then another brand might reach out to you and say, hey, you want to do this project, and it might be a 2-day project, something like that. You can also work freelance in the sense of what I did is like you're on a retainer. So you're technically freelance, which means that you can leave at any point. You can go on holiday whenever you want, but you're committed and you've discussed and you're working with a brand 2 days a week. That's how it is, but you're not in-house. Whereas in-house is when you work in-house. You are an employee of the brand or whoever you're working for. And in-house, you tend to get paid, I don't know, I think maybe, I feel like you tend to get paid a little bit less when you're in-house than if you were to be freelance and if you were to be fully booked. But obviously in-house, you have the reliance of like, you're going to get paid every month. At the end of that month, you're going to get paid. But obviously it's more demanding. You can't take holiday whenever you want. You get a certain amount of time. You have to answer to someone else or that kind of thing. But that's like the ways you can go, I guess, in the creative industry. So yeah, and then even when it comes to obviously being freelance, and then the thought of like eventually one day I'd love to buy a house, I would love to get a mortgage and all of that. It's like that in itself might prove to be difficult because of being freelance, unless you have loads and loads of cash up front maybe, or you know, something like that. But that's kind of a download into, I guess, this. And if you like me talking about these things and want me to talk about it more, then let me know, because I don't know if you're like sitting here listening to me or if you're off doing something else. But just to give you some insight on how kind of like payment and things work, it's kind of interesting. And it's also something that I don't feel like a lot of people talk about. And I feel like when you also first come into this industry or this sector, that a lot of people don't talk about it. And it's shambles. And I've heard people, there's so many stories, I've heard people who are like begging. It feels like you're begging for your money that you've rightfully earned. And it's like you're here like emailing someone like, pay me. And it's like, you've literally, that money you've rightfully earned, and they'll like make you, it feels like you're begging for it. And it's just so wrong. So yeah, that's why I try to live somewhat below my means, even though sometimes it can be difficult. But honestly, in this life, you can't compare yourself to people. You do not know what other people have in their bank account. I know people who've gone and spent their last they have 20k in their account, they go spend it on a car, and they don't have anything left. And it's like, we need to think to ourselves, guys, like, why, like, do we really want this outside validation so bad? And I've been there. Sometimes I'm like, I like my little Vauxhall Corsa. Do I want a Mercedes sometimes? Do I want a BMW? You know, sometimes I do. I feel like I do. And there's definitely a world where I could definitely afford that. However, is it sensible? No, it's not sensible. Because I'm not at a point in my life yet when that is a priority. I'm not. Would it be nice? Yeah, it would be nice. But you really have to reevaluate sometimes, and you really have to remember not to compare yourself to people, because you do not know what people have in their accounts, okay? So, don't stress. Yeah, but anyway, this segment is done, but that's it for now. I'm going to bed. I hope you enjoyed my little rant, and I'll speak to you soon.